In the early afternoon of Thursday, August 8, 2024, Montgomery County Fire and Rescue crews from Station 8 were dispatched to Big Lots in Gaithersburg for an unknown emergency. Upon arrival to the scene, crews were led to the restrooms at the rear of the store. Here, the crews found a patient in a locked stall lying on the floor in an approximately 1-liter puddle of blood. The crews were able to gain access to the patient and performed a quick assessment. The patient was only responsive to painful stimuli and had a puncture wound to the right side of her neck with uncontrolled bleeding. Due to the seriousness of the patient's condition, a second ALS resource and an EMS duty officer were requested to the scene. The crews applied direct pressure and placed an occlusive dressing on the puncture wound to control the bleeding. The crews obtained vitals and found the patient to be extremely hypotensive. The patient was also noted to be breathing shallow and had an initial oxygen saturation of 82% on room air. Crews continued to provide life-saving measures and placed an oropharyngeal airway and assisted ventilations via bag valve mask. Vascular access was established via IO, and TXA was administered. The patient became combative, so crews administered ketamine. Once calmed, the patient was packaged and moved to the EMS unit to prepare for transport to Suburban Hospital. En route to the hospital, the crews placed the patient on the cardiac monitor, administered a second dose of ketamine, continued to assist with ventilations, monitored and reevaluated the patient's condition, and consulted with Suburban Trauma. August 8th was also the first day for the implementation for the MCFRS whole blood delivery program, and this patient became the first to benefit. The EMS duty officer arrived on the scene and administered 1 unit of whole blood to the patient during transport. The patient's blood pressure and condition improved after the whole blood administration. Upon arrival to Suburban Hospital, patient care was transferred to the waiting trauma team. The patient was intubated and stabilized. A vascular surgeon was able to surgically repair the severed blood vessel in the patient's neck, and she was transferred to the intensive care unit where her condition continued to improve. Thanks to the knowledge and skills of the MCFRS crews on the scene, the administration of whole blood, and excellent care from the staff at Suburban Hospital, the patient was discharged home on August 23, 2024. Montgomery County Fire and Rescue Service is proud to recognize the personnel for their dedication, professionalism, and teamwork.